So today's experiment, we're using a 110 screen there on polyester. This is a 500 screen on stainless. We're going to try and find out, do you have more ink deposit through one screen or two screens on a given print, pull or push? The one thing that is a little different here is I was kind of thinking two screens on one frame, but we have two frames with two tight screens and we're going to stack them on top of each other. So here we go. I'm going to load the screen here. Just slightly coat it across. This is what they call loading the screen with the deposit of ink. This is called a squeegee that I'm using here. One thing, I'm printing on a piece of wood here, birch plywood, and I can feel the plywood is kind of got some roughness to it. So it will have a little rough print, but that's okay. And I'm going to hold this print with my legs. This isn't the way they do it in school, but that's the way I do it. And I think I did enough. Just going to leave that there. Oh, hey, buddy. So that was one pass. There it is. Let your softer side show. I'm going to just put this right here. Now, I'm going to, hey dum dum, I'm just going to grab another piece of wood. Okay.
So which screens here are handmade?
This is a fully handmade stainless steel screen and frame. That's a 24 by 36. As a matter of fact, it's a hybrid screen. This is polyester, this is stainless steel. I joined them together. I didn't tell you guys that I repaired this. I stretched the screen beyond repair, well, beyond use, and then I attached a piece of polyester and then retightened that screen. And this is also a hand tightened screen on a purchased frame. So this is a piece of tape. We don't need that. Now we're gonna lay this on top. And so the whole point here is to find out, is there more or less deposit when you have dual screens? You want to have both of these edges on this wood. Hopefully it will fit, because you don't want to press hard without there a frame on the side and it looks like it just barely works. Okay, right? So here we go. And this is the surface here we're going to put it on. Let's do it this way. Already feels different. There's a bit of a rock in my floor. It's not very smooth and flat. Okay, there we go. So we're loading it. Now, we're going to be, in effect, printing through two screens. I think it's going to be less ink. And the reason why I wanted to know about this, Shauna, is because in the beginning, because I was printing through fiberglass door screens, I wanted to have more opening, smaller screen, a finer screen. So that's why I was curious about the screws. This one I'm going to pull, I think, towards me. Well, I'll do it the same way, actually. Okay. So we're printing through a 110, I think it is, and a 500. I don't think we're going to see anything hardly in the bottom. Oh, wow. Less for sure. Okay, now, we're not done experimenting. I'm going to put this down. One thing else. What else do you want to try? We're going to coat this screen.
What does that mean, coat?
Watch. We're going to coat this one as well. So we're going to play fair and square because we want to learn something else. I'm not done experimenting. So we're going to coat this screen right here. There's nothing. Oh, wait a second. Sorry. Just stay there. That's not gonna make your jacket wet. So there is one more thing we can do, right? Did you think of it already?
Nope.
Okay, watch. The other thing we can do is we're gonna coat both screens and push it through. Why? Because this is not in the textbooks. Okay. So, but to make things interesting, we're going to use different colors. Because this is called experimenting, which they don't teach you at UBC. You got to kind of do this on your own, because this is not in the textbooks. Now, actually, I want to get all this red off. And Shauna, take a look at this, Shauna. You still videoing?
Yes.
These are some of the challenges you get when you're printing at home. You're next to food sometimes. And these are really real life challenges that you don't see in the university, because there's no food in the university studio.
No, there's not.
So this is just real life for you. Okay. So we just cleaned out the squeegee. Now I have no idea what's going to happen, but I'm going to try it anyway. Now it's going to coat this area. This is going to be experimenting fun. So what I'm going to do, you see what I'm doing?
We're coating it.
Yeah. But we know.
Oh, then you're gonna put that other screen
Yeah,
on top and use a
yeah.
different color?
So this is what you call dual printing. I just come up with the name. Actually, no, tandem printing. They don't teach you tandem printing at UBC. Okay, so now we wipe this off, because we don't want any more yellow. Now we got to squeegee, and we got to kind of work fast because we don't have UV inks. That UV inks don't dry to air. These do, which means these screens are susceptible to getting plugged.
Right, so you have to work quickly so that it doesn't plug them.
And after I'm done this, I don't get to look and joyously celebrate. I have to quickly run upstairs and put it in the tub.
Oh,
Or I bath. Another one of the challenges when you're printing at home. It's not always the same working conditions. Okay, so now I hold things down, and here we go. This is going to be printing through 2 screens and 2 colors. Wow, no idea what that's going to look like. What do you think?
I don't know.
I think it's going to be a mixture.
Oh, it looks really cool.
No idea. Well, no, nothing spectacular there, but we tried. What looks really cool is this side. But because I just don't want to quit yet, I want to try doing it this way, because I want to just do it. I'm going to put this through, that ink through, just because I like to. I don't want to waste that ink. And then I'm going to go like that, and just because I want to, because I'm not done. This is glow in the dark, by the way. I don't think they have that at UBC. I don't want to waste this.
Yes, after all the money you've spent.
Yeah, no doubt. Okay, so now this is going to be a combination, because there's blue in here. I mean, red in here. Now there's blue on here. You know, I don't even know what this is going to look like. All I know is I want to try it. And there's some red on there. Who cares? This is going to look actually kind of tricky.
So you're loading the screen now.
Now we're gonna print through one, and here we go. Here we go. Nice. There we go. Ooh, it looks kind of brown, but we'll see. This will be a nice one. Nice. Ooh, looks kind of 3D effect, eh? Mm-hmm. That's what I'm talking about, girl. Now here we go. And this is going to be more 3D, same thing. And as the paint, in this case ink, becomes more and more mixed, you can see, go this way. You can see how the color is becoming more and more brown. Who cares though? Wow.
Oh, that looks really neat.
Yeah, and because this here's an either nothing or whatever, we're gonna just do it here. Because we're trying to run out of ink. There we go, it's getting more brown. And I'll go over here because I always have handy spots that need another print. This is where this one's going. So
back of the door.
Yep. Okay. Well, there's a girl there. Put it here. Hold it here, and that's probably the one. And maybe it over here. Yeah, buddy. You gotta let your softer side show. There we go. Whoa, that looks so weird. That's what I'm talking about. Now we're running out of ink. We're running out of ink. So we're just kind of like scraping whatever we have on there.
So will you be able to wash that off the door?
If I want to.
Yeah, yeah.
But nobody sees that anyway.
No. Right.
This is one of the good things. So now, come over here. I usually use the shower upstairs, but we'll do this one now. Okay, come on, baby. Issue with your UV stuff, because you would clean up everything else kind of, and then you UV sort of last, so not worry about it. I'm kind of worried about that stainless steel one. And it's been sitting longer.
Should I go grab it?
If you could, yeah. If you don't mind, just leave the recorder on and bring it over here.
Ooh, it's heavy. Wow, it's heavy.
Okay.
Okay, here's this.
That's done. Another one of the challenges of printing out. Yeah, this is the 250,000 openings per square inch connected to about 110 polyester openings per inch. And you know why I use this white instead of this, right? So when I was attempting to clean this, because I didn't have the proper chemicals or lighting and everything, I had some emulsion on here that I couldn't wash off with water or anything. So I took it downtown to the pressure washer, and I asked Briar, hey, do you have any concerns about using the pressure washer directly on the screens? And he said, no problem, you do it. And I'm sure it is no problem with the polyester heavy duty screens that he's using. But when you have this super ultra fine metal screen, what ended up happening is when I was washing it against the concrete, flat, pressure washing it this way against the ground, it was cleaning it. Then I lifted it up and started pressure washing it like this, and then it tore the screen in a little spot. But what was even worse than the little tear is it had stretched the entire screen. It was no longer tight. And because I didn't want to waste it, I needed to tighten it or retighten the screen. So I cut out about 1.5 inches on two connecting, what's the word for that? Congruent, I guess, or lining up in one corner.